So we're at the Ubein bridge today. We got a grab from the central Mandalay today for about £2, about £2.50. Well, the construction started in 1849. The completion of the bridge was 1851. It consists of 1,089 poles. Originally there was something like 1,000 teak poles holding the bridge up, and the material for the surface of the bridge was taken from the old palace in Inwa.
The Ubein Bridge is believed to be the longest and oldest teak wood bridge in the world. So the busiest times are at sunrise and at sunset. At sunrise you can see locals and monks crossing the bridge to get to the other side, and in the evening at sunset you can see many tourists, many locals coming here to watch the sun go down.
It's about 3/4 of a mile and it takes about half an hour to walk one way. And as you walk one way, there's little stops in between, like the one behind me just now, where they're selling like fruit, sweets, chocolates, water, ice cream. And you'll also get little ladies like that just walk behind me as well, selling, you know, bits and bobs, just little snacks. And we're off to an Indian restaurant right now called Diamond Ring. And yeah, again, we've eaten there twice.
Twice.
Yeah.
It'll be our third time today.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go again this evening.
Yeah, for lunch we're going to go there and have something a bit different. Every day there's a little board behind us with all the menu selection on it. And we've just been going through each dish by dish by dish. So today we're going to go for lunch to the same place, and we're going to go there for dinner tonight. You could just see just behind me here, this is all concrete. And there's probably about a good 100 meters of concrete. And these will replace the teak wood posts, which have all corroded over time. Okay, so we're at the Diamond Ring restaurant in Mandalay, and this is the place that we've been coming to for the last 2-3 days. We're here for lunch today, and we're having some idli, some mixed pakoras, and dahi puri.
Well excited.
Also, just a few travel tips for Mandalay. Now, you'll probably get this in a lot of places, but when you're going out to eat, always eat in a restaurant where you've got fixed prices. If you're going to eat street food, make sure you ask the price before you go and order the food, because you can get ripped off. Today we bought a can of Sprite for 800 chet. Now the lady said 300 first, and then her friend came along and said 800. So we did literally pay double the price. And this happened on a few occasions. What happened the other day when we were buying something, we bought something for 1,000 chet.
Oh, wasn't that entrance fee somewhere?
No, it wasn't entrance fee. Oh yeah, we were at the Yangon train station, and we bought water, and the lady said 1,000, and we thought this was normal until we went into our first convenience shop and we bought a bottle of water for 200 chet. It was probably about 10 pence. And also, when you're traveling around Mandalay, if you've got Grab, then use Grab. And with Grab you get two choices. We get a few. You get a motorbike, tuk-tuk, and then a taxi. We used to get taxis first until we realised that tuk-tuks appear on Grab, and tuk-tuks can be half the price of a taxi. And we've been getting around Mandalay all by tuk-tuk, and they drive slowly so you can look around and you get a good sight of Mandalay.
And you get free aircon.
We've been boiling today, and we just thought, let's just get into a tuk-tuk and just drive anywhere just to get a bit of breeze.
Or wind up our back.
Yeah, and a lot of the guys here, they eat that stuff that makes their teeth go all red. So every now and then you'll see your taxi driver or your tuk-tuk driver stop to take a good spit out the window, and you'll see this projectile red spit coming out. Now you need to watch out when you're walking as well, because you'll have dog shit everywhere. Then you'll have this red stuff that they've been spitting out everywhere, and also just general crap on the floor really. So if you're wearing sandals or walking barefooted, we recommend not to. We wore our brand new trainers, which, well, they're not brand new, we had them washed and cleaned, and they lasted like 2 days, and they were just muddy. You could see the bottom of the soles were red, you know, and we probably walked in loads of dog shit as well. So there's a couple of things to look out for when you come here. The main thing is not to get ripped off, always eat in a restaurant where there's fixed prices, and also if you're eating fruit and vegetables, it's always better to eat the fruit with skin. If you eat fruit with skin, you know that it's not been tampered with or it's not contaminated. If you're going to eat fruit without skin, then wash it with mineral water.
It's just best not to eat any fruit that you don't need to peel. If you can peel it, then you can eat it. If you don't need to peel it, don't eat it.